Hello everyone. In this series, we will be covering communication engineering, and today's lecture is focused on introduction of communication only. Alright, so let us see the definition. This word communication actually is originated or derived from a word communicare, which is a Latin word, right, which means to share something or to make something common. Alright, in technical terms, we can say that communication is the transfer of information, right, and transfer between what? Between source and the destination. Alright, for example, source can be any TV broadcast, right, any radio communication, okay, and destination obviously the audience. Alright, so with the help of communication medium, we are making our communication or information, meaningful information, to flow from source to destination. Alright, an effective communication should have these characteristics. Alright, first one is efficiency. Efficiency means it must be efficient in all the sense. Like for power dissipation, the power efficiency must be there. Likewise, if we are transmitting something, then it must take care of signal to noise ratio also. Alright, the next is fidelity and reliability. Alright, fidelity, you can say it is the ability of the receiver to reproduce your input signal fully. So what does that mean? That means actually if I'm transmitting something, right, some baseband signal, it can be, okay, that must be exactly reproduced at receiver end. Means your receiver must be capable enough to reproduce the input signal which is being transmitted, right. For example, if I'm transmitting A, right, so that must be reproduced exactly, okay, at receiver end. All right, and obviously your system, your communication should be reliable, okay. Then obviously the security is the major issue, right. You might have seen nowadays, especially on WhatsApp, what you use, okay, there it is, a message comes that your data or your chat is secured or it is encrypted, okay. So that means that no one else can enter your chat, right, your chat room, or can listen to your things, okay, or can read your messages. All right, so they are providing a level of security, okay. This becomes very critical for military communication. All right, if their communication is not secure, it can leak out the information to enemies. All right, in public communication also it is quite of importance, right. You might be sharing your bank account number, your some other details, some confidential information on the phone or through WhatsApp or through messages, okay. So it should be secure enough so that no intruder can get through. All right, and in era of digital communication, it becomes quite critical to all, okay. So these are the main characteristics of a healthy or good communication system, okay. So let us continue our discussion further. Now after communication, we must know what is communication system. All right, you can say it is components or subsystems which are put together to accomplish certain task, or to transfer information, or which can enable exchange of information, okay, between source and destination. All right, for example, your phone is not a communication system, right, it is a device, but when it is put together in a network, right, like we have towers, some other mobile phones are there, right, so this becomes a complete system. All right, because this facilitates you to transfer your information to some other person, right, or to collect some information from someone else, right. So this whole thing will become now a system, right. For example, we have various networks, computer networks, your LAN cable networks, right, your mobile networks, etc. Likewise for internet also we have some network, some submarine cables, right. Likewise satellite communication also uses a system, okay, and there is some base station, right, then there are satellites, okay, then this satellite information is then communicated further. All right, likewise you have mobile phones, GPS, radars, and etc. These are all examples of communication systems, okay. Then we have this block diagram. This is known as the elements of communication systems, right. This portion you can see is the transmitter section, and this portion is the receiver section. All right, and in between two is the channel, right. It can be wired, it can be wireless. All right, now to make communication, the very first thing required is the signal in its raw form, okay. Raw form means it can be speech. Alright. Now this speech needs to be converted to some compatible signal so that it can be transmitted or processed over this network. Okay. So for that, the very first stage we have is input transducer. Okay. This input transducer can be a mic, right? If we are transmitting, suppose we are transmitting speech. Okay, we have to transmit speech. Okay, so this speech signal needs to be converted to electrical equivalent first. Electrical equivalent signal, right? So that it can further be processed. So here it is mic in case of speech. Okay, and these mic actually converting these speech waves to voltage variations. All right. Once this speech is converted to electrical variations, electrical or voltage variations, this can be further fed to this transmitter stage, right? Now it is a task of transmitter to process the input signal and make it compatible with channel for transmission. Okay, so we can have different operations in it, like modulation will be doing, we can do coding, right? If it is a digital transmission, amplification will be doing here, right? Filtering operations are there. Okay, these all operations will be performing on the signal received from transducer. All right, after all this processing, the signal is transmitted over channel, right? Now channel can be wired or wireless. It can be coaxial cables, it can be twisted pair cables, right? Or it can be through air, right? Means it can be transmitted wirelessly, right? Like your mobile signals. Okay, and these are the type of communications possible through these two medias, right? Here it is line media or wired media, and this one is free space or radiated media, or you can say the wireless media. Okay, so it comes under two categories mainly. This is metallic cables and optical fiber. In metallic cables, as we have already discussed, these are coaxial cables, twisted pair cables, parallel wires, etc. Okay, but for wireless, we can have radio broadcasting, TV broadcasting, microwaves, satellite transmissions, right? And this is the area where your signal gets most affected with noise or interferences, right? This may be due to several reasons, like landscapes, okay, signal strength, right, climatic conditions, atmospheric conditions. If it is a seesaw, then again it can get affected. Okay, if it is a wired media, then definitely you will have to face the resistance. Okay, with increase in length, the resistance will increase. All right. So these are the characteristics of a channel, right? First one is the capacity. Capacity means bandwidth. So bandwidth of a channel must be sufficient so that it can accommodate number of signals. All right. Next is performance. Performance basically is measured on several parameters, but we can consider one, like it must transmit our signal without losses or minimum of losses possible. All right. Then it can transmit over distance. Okay. The atmospheric condition, climatic conditions, or several other conditions do not interfere with your channel, right? Fourth one is security. Obviously, we have already discussed the security part. This is also quite important, right? And finally, the cost of installation must be less, right? And operational maintenance, obviously, right? It must be less. Okay. Now, after traveling all the way through channel, your signal has to arrive at receiver, right? Now at receiver, the extraction process begins. Okay, the signal, desired signal which we have transmitted is extracted from the modulated signal, right, and fed to the transducer. Okay, some operations like demodulation, decoding, amplification, and filtering will be performed on signal, right, in receiver section. Okay, after processing through this section, your signal is nearly reproduced, right, so that it can be fed to the transducer and will get same output signal as we were transmitting from this side. Okay, now this output transducer converts this electrical equivalent signal, right? The signal is in electrical form. It is need to be converted to some speech signal, right? And then it's fed to a loudspeaker, most probably it will be, right? Or it can be a simple speaker, right, which converts your electrical signal to speech equivalent. Okay, so these are the basic building blocks of communication system, right? So I'll be discussing it more in detail in our upcoming lectures. Till then, thank you.